Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ Welcome to Game 6. Never thought I'd say that in my entire life, but we are here. Game 6 of the rBBL Season 14.2 Championship. We are live right here, right now, for probably a once-in-a-lifetime event here tonight. Now, before we get started, I do want to show you how we got here. So this is the bracket for the 2002 rBBL League. As you can see, Char Guider and the Johto Golds were the 5th seed in the Skyway League. And in the Metro League, the Montreal Expos were the 4 seed. However, you can see the Montreal Expos made very quick work of both the Humongous Hornets and the Dayton Dragons. The Snow Cones kind of gave them a run for their money, but they were easily able to sweep their way to the World Series. Char Guider almost swept his way to the World Series, lost one to the Riverdale Bull Pups, but was able to get through. And this game has gone by 5 times. Now, Game 2, they tied 20 apiece. Game 5, the final score was assumedly 18-16. But at the right after everyone went to bed, it was officially announced that the result would be up for review because of a couple cheesy plays last night. Where Mo Vaughn, where Ingrid Dahlman baited a throw and Derek Jeter baited a throw in separate innings, causing 3 runs that ordinarily would have counted to not count at all. Now, give me a second while I put up both of these streams. I want to try and see if I can get these guys both to. If that's something I can do. Is that something I can do? It should be something I could do. Okay, show non-video participants. Close this out. Yes, this is perfect. Okay, I'm currently working on the a few things here, but Char Guider will be over here. While I'm doing this, you guys can take a look at the starting lineups. Well, not really the starting lineups, but the rosters for these two teams. I think I have got it. Yes, something along the lines of this. We also have a prediction in our Twitch chat. Let us know who you think is going to take it home. Will it be Char Guider and the Johto Golds, or will it be Matt95 avenging himself with the Montreal Expos? Who freaking knows? We got a lot of people in Discord seeing who's gonna come out on top. We got a lot of people in hopefully on Twitch. Whereas, let us know in the predictions. Use those channel points. If you love to gamble, seek help. But first, do these channel points things, and hopefully we'll be able to give you guys a good payout. These channel points are not worth a whole lot. We are almost ready. They are both like they are both setting up here. Char Guider is already at the rosters page, and Char Guider and Matt is at his team page. But this should not be too crazy. Char Guider's got, oh, look at that. Char Guider has a Pablo shirt that he is, well, you can't really see it. Well, you can't really see a whole bunch of stuff. Let us go ahead and show you guys. Hold on. This should be good. Yes. Let's go ahead and show you guys the teams. First off, we have the Johto Golds featuring Parker Collum, Grace Tipton, Olga Tollefson, Kenny Powers, Marcellus Marks, Barry Larkin, Libby Futterman, Kenny Kawaguchi, and Murray Goldman. And there are the Montreal Expos: Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones, Tina Herrera, Ty Cobb, Betty Houston, Fernando Diaz, Chipper Jones, Tina Herrera, Ingrid Dahlman. We have an absolute cavalcade of competitors here tonight. Just to make sure these guys' stream thought there's not going to be any music. Awesome. Good to know. All right, it looks like these guys are ready. Hopefully everyone on Twitch is ready. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Everyone tell Nightbot, everyone say shut up Nightbot. Kind of got a shut up Nightbot in chat. That would be fantastic. But I think we are going to go ahead and get this game started. This game, of course, brought to you in part by the Backyard Sports Center. 110% juice. All those good things. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Looks like Kenny Kawaguchi is going to be the starter for the where did the thing go? Where'd it go? Oh, there they go. There we are. Leading things off for the AI Expos is Ty Cobb, and Kenny Kawaguchi is going to be the pitcher of choice for the Golds. Ty Cobb is going to ground out to Barry Larkin pretty easily. It looks like Char Geider is having a bit of a head start. And that looks like it's a hit into center field. Brings up Derek Jeter. All right, I was hoping that Matt's stream wasn't frozen, but we are underway here. Looks like a stolen base attempt. Nice try, but Ingrid Dahlman has been thrown out. Kenny Kawaguchi, good with the slow ball he is. A grounder by Jeter. Ooh, off of the noggin of Kenny Powers, but Kenny Kawaguchi is able to pick it up, but Jeter is safe on first. That's dangerous. Here comes Mo Vaughn. Looking at a very good power hitter, Mo Vaughn. Another slow ball. Strike one in the corner. Very nicely put. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Mo Vaughn in trouble already. The next pitch. Another perfectly placed slow ball. That is just a little too low, but Murray Goldman might be able to throw out. No. Jeter slides under the tag. Murray Goldman tried his best, but Jeter is safe on second. But Mo Vaughn is still down on the count. Kenny Kawaguchi going to try another handy-dandy slow ball. It doesn't really quite work. It's just a little too low. Meanwhile, Matt 95 has started his game. Fernando Diaz, over 100 strikeouts in the regular season. Fernando Diaz easily puts out the first two batters. That's a fly ball by AI Mo Vaughn. Marcellus Marks is under it. Is he going to be able to catch it? No, it's going to drop right in front of him, and the Expos have a run early. They are able to get Mo Vaughn, though, and Char Geider and the Golds are going to start this game off. Are going to be the first ones at bat, but they are down 1 run. Again, facing Fernando Diaz. A grounder by Barry Larkin. That one looks like it's going to stay fair, and Barry Larkin is on base. Oh, dear. I hope Mo Vaughn's okay. Oof. Barry Larkin is on base to start this inning, and Matt is also up to bat. Here's Ty Cobb. And Olga Tollefson is the batter of choice. Ty Cobb is going to ground that one, and he is going to reach base safely as well. This means both coaches are up to bat. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a ground ball by Grace Tipton. Very, very soft, but Grace Tipton is very, very fast, and she is going to reach base safely. Meanwhile, Ty Cobb is going to slide into second base. Both coaches have their 1 and 2 hitters on first and second, and their cleanup hitters at the plate. Marcellus Marks and Derek Jeter. Marcellus grounds it foul. Jeter looks at a high ball 1. Olga Tollefson, a decent pitcher choice for the AI Golds. Marcellus Marks has 95 power and pretty good contact to boot with it. Derek Jeter, what else can you say about Derek Jeter? That's a liner. And it's stopped by Parker Collum, but everyone is... No, Derek Jeter's just barely put out. Good stop by Parker Collum. That is a line drive pretty deep into left field, but Dahlman is under it. She's going to catch it. That is out number 1. Runners on second and third for the Expos. Runners on first and second still for the Golds. And here comes Parker Collum. Parker Collum, a big MVP candidate for these Golds. Mo Vaughn, also really, really good. Mo Vaughn's got 86 power. Parker Collum has 98 power. That's a ball. I believe Chargeider is checking a few things here. I'm going to have the voice chat up just to be safe. That is a high fly ball by Parker Collum. It looks like Derek Jeter is going to be right there. This is going to be an easy double play if it's caught, and it is. And that will end Chargeider's first inning. Matt not necessarily out of the woods either, but Mo Vaughn is at the plate. He swings and hits one high and deep into right field. Tipton is going to run under it, and she will drop it over in right field, and that's going to start the Expos scoring here in the first inning. Ty Cobb scores from third as poor Grace Tipton is unable to catch the ball. Meanwhile, Chargeider is doing the basic defensive bits. Larkin unable to grab a line drive, and Kristen Sullivan is safe on first. Meanwhile, Kristen Sullivan up to the plate for the user Expos. AI Chipper Jones is using the undergrounder, and this one is going to go over the fence. And there are runners on scoring position with nobody out. Chargeider has got to lock in defensively. Sullivan is still up to bat for Matt and the Expos. There's the pitch. Strike 3. Strike 3 called. Fooled by that hook. And now Betty Houston is up. Betty Houston is a very good power hitter. A typical Angela Del Vecchio. Good power, but not good speed or arm. This one's floated up to Libby Futterman, and that'll do it for Matt and company. So this means both players are now defensive again. A low, slow ball from Kenny Kawaguchi. Fernando Diaz is going to use a hook. Swing and a miss. Fools Parker Collum pretty well. That one's a line drive off of Ty Cobb, but throw to first is in time because Parker Collum is not that fast. Only 54 running speed. Looks like Chargeider is back up to the plate as the score is currently 2-0. Expos over the Golds, or technically speaking, yeah. I guess it would be that. Or 1-1. Futterman with a line drive down the left field line, and she's probably still going to make it to first base. Olga Tollefson is going to lead off the second inning for the Golds. Mo Vaughn is a little slow. Olga is pretty fast, but Mo Vaughn is able to step on first base. Out number 1. Kenny Powers. If anyone here has ever watched Eastbound and Down, that is one of the custom characters. I believe Mattitude was the one who chose it. Not Matt 95, Mattitude. There's a difference, you know. Matt is back up to bat, and Chipper Jones has hit one down the left field line, and he is going to stand up for a lead-off double. And that one's hit straight to Ty Cobb, and that's out number 2. Meanwhile, the Expos are seeing Fernando Diaz, who just wants to put it on the ground. So does Kawaguchi, who's up for the Golds. Not a whole lot of offense just yet outside of that Chipper Jones double. Kenny Kawaguchi, he's fast. Not quite fast enough, and Matt is now the only one at the plate. Fernando Diaz is going to ground this one over to Powers, who sees his chances and is not necessarily thrilled. Chargeider is already in the 3rd inning. Tina Herrera, with 2 on, sees the chance. She is going to use that undergrounder, and there she goes. This should easily score Chipper Jones. Its one will go over the fence, and Jones will be the only one that scores. But runners are at the corners. The score is now 2-1. Ty Cobb, strike 1. Ty Cobb stats: 68 power, 100 contact, 80 speed, 80 running specifically. With both runners in scoring position, Cobb is going to look at ball 2. Kawaguchi strikes out Ingrid Dahlman, who is up after Cobb in this part of the inning. Should be hittable for Cobb. That one is shot down the right field line, but is going to bloop foul. Kawaguchi has Jeter in a bind, but it throws a low, slow ball. That one's going to be looped over to the first baseman's side. A run should score. Fernando Diaz scores. Tina Herrera, there is nobody on third base. Tina will easily make it to third. Matt is tempted of the idea of sending Ty Cobb to second, but it's just not going to work. Murray Goldman is back up to the plate. Derek Jeter did get out, so we are back to both players batting. Ingrid Dahlman with runners at the corners. No outs yet for the Expos in this bottom half of the second, and Chargeider has already started his bottom of the 3rd. This one's blooped up. Diaz should have no trouble catching that. That one's hitting to center field. Ty Cobb's going to go to 3rd. Will he make it? Yes. And another run score, 4-0 on the Expos side. Derek Jeter up now. The ever so dangerous Derek Jeter hits one right to Tollefson. Goes past Tollefson. Parker Collin will step on second for the force out. Ty Cobb will score. The Expos already have 5 in 2 innings. Marcellus Marks is the chosen relief pitcher. Libby Futterman reaches safely on a failed catch by Fernando Diaz, which brings up Barry Larkin. Mo Vaughn looking for a line drive. That one's high. Ball 1. Ball 1. Barry Larkin up on the left side. On the right side for you guys. It's on the right side. It's on the left side for me. That's another ground ball. This one will... Ty Cobb will dive for it, and Futterman will easily get out, but safe on first is Barry Larkin. Grace Tipton now. Mo Vaughn reaches safely to first base. Derek Jeter is up on second. Kristen Sullivan is up for the Expos, and Grace Tipton is up for the Golds. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The hit and run failed. Matt cannot do the hit and run again. Grace Tipton looks at strike 2. Down in the count. They still can use the hit and run. Kristen Sullivan's going to ground this one down the left field line. It's barely foul. Ball 2. 2-2 count with 2 outs and 1 on. If Grace Tipton gets on base here and advances Barry Larkin, but this one will go straight to Fernando Diaz. Throw to first is not in time, and Marcellus Marks has a good opportunity here, but so does Betty Houston. Betty Houston for some insurance. Marcellus to put the golds back in this game. Swing and a miss, strike one, a little high. Houston will pop this one up. Goldman under it. Probably not going to catch it, but Marcellus Marks will, and that will end things for Matt. Meanwhile, Chargeider still up with Marcellus Marks here in the bottom half of the third inning with 2 on and 2 out. Diaz that one's grounded. Will that go past them? Yes, it will. Everyone will be safe for Parker Collum. Meanwhile, Olga Tollefson strikes out on the AI side. Parker Collum looking to put the golds back in this game. Fernando Diaz pitches a ball a little too inside of a left hook. Diaz looks at Parker Collum looks at strike one. That's a very good outside hook. Diaz goes for another hook. This one's another outside hook. This one's popped up just a little too high. Diaz under it, makes the catch. And once again, coming up just short is Chargeider. So both players are now back up. Oh, excuse me. The Expos are up to bat already. Chipper Jones, one of the switch hitters in this game. Chipper Jones is one. Carlos Beltran is another. That's a line drive going into left field. That is going to be, oh my goodness, off of Kenny Powers' glove and into the dugout. Chipper Jones safe with a weird leadoff single. Fernando Diaz is up now. Kristen Sullivan is up on the other side. Diaz will foul that one. Diaz has 67 power, but only 16 contact, but has 78 running speed. So relatively good enough to be a grounder hitter, especially at this kind of field. That one's grounded foul. As you can see, that 16 contact in full display. He has not hit one forward yet at this at-bat. That one is also backwards. Marcellus Marks keeping Fernando Diaz on his toes. Chipper Jones had an AI double earlier today. Low for ball 3. That one's hit up the middle. That is almost a double play, but Libby Futterman cannot quite make it happen as she misses her chance to catch the ball here. And now both players are up in the bottom half of the third. Tina Herrera leading things off for the Expos. And no, Tina Herrera is just straight up for the Expos. She'll reach base safely, advancing Diaz. 2 on and 1 out. Olga Tollefson is going to ground ball. She's going to reach base safely. And Olga Tollefson has a leadoff single. Ty Cobb. Here comes trouble for the Golds. Looking to send Diaz to third no matter what happens. Kenny Powers up for the Golds. Bat, don't fail me now. That's a grounder. Ty Cobb should make it easily. Will anyone be thrown out? No. That's a good hit by Kenny Powers, and Olga Tollefson is going to go to third. Goes up against the wall. However, Jeter being in center field, Kenny Powers is only subjected to a single. Ingrid Dahlman is going to use that screamer. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. The bases are loaded. It's the perfect time to use it. Note how Char has not used a single one yet. That's a grounder by Kenny Kawaguchi. Kenny Powers might be able to make it to second. He will. The screaming line drive works. Tina Herrera is going to score. Ty Cobb should be able to score. No, he will not. But 2 runs will score on that screaming line drive, and it is now 7-1. The Expos in the driver's seat. Derek Jeter up. He's going to hit one down the left field line foul. Murray Goldman is up with the bases loaded, kind of with no good choice. That's your weakest batter. He's going to use that undergrounder. He's going to watch that ball, though. Jeter hits one in the gap, and this could be a 9-0 game. I hate how both of these players are up at the exact same time. The pitch from Marks. Jeter hits it to center. This one is going to be almost caught by Larkin. Oh, Larkin falls over. Ingrid Dahlman should be able to score here. She will score. It is 9-0. The undergrounder works. This one's going to go over the fence. And Chargeider's got 2 on the board finally for the Johto Golds. Putting a score now to 1. Libby Futterman now. The hit and run fails for Matt. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Mo Vaughn also down 2 strikes. Futterman switching to line drive. Vaughn fouls it away. Diaz pitching to Futterman. That one's hit well into deep left field. Going back at the track. And it's off the wall. This should score. Murray Goldman. No, it will not. Kai Cobb's got a good enough arm. Mo Vaughn hits one out of play. And he's got him on second and someone else on third. It is really hard to keep track of 2 games at the exact same time. Fun fact of the day. That is a foul ball. This could be caught, but it's going to go to the dugout. Libby Futterman's going to have a stolen base. And Barry Larkin here is up. That's a good hit by Sullivan. And this could... Where have I seen this before? Larkin getting bonked on the head, trying to track down that slow line drive. 10 runs for the Expos. And it's not even the fourth inning for them yet. Matt putting on a clinic right now. Betty Houston up now for these Expos. Barry Larkin up for the Golds. Both runners are in scoring position. That's a ground ball by Larkin. Mo Vaughn is going to try and run to get that, but he's not going to have a lot of success as the bases are loaded once again for the Johto Golds. Betty Houston fouls that one behind everyone. Grace Tipton is up for the Golds. How many speedsters do you have up? Do you use this screaming line drive now? That's a line drive going through, hopefully, the gap, maybe. Nope, it's picked up by Parker Collum, and Mo Vaughn scores. So the score should now be 11-0. Yes, it is. This is going to be a hit-and-run type play. Murray Goldman should easily be out at home, but the bases are still loaded. We got some faster players on altogether. For Marcellus Marks. Chipper Jones, that's a meatball. That's going into left field, and it will be caught by Kawaguchi. Marcellus Marks with a deep drive. Back at the track, at the wall. Gone! Grand salami! Marcellus Marks. And look at Chargeider's got that big old copy of Pokemon Gold Edition to celebrate. The Golds are back in it, but Marcellus Marks again! Marcellus Marks twice on one side and on the AI side as well. The Expos lead is now only 10. Oh, Parker Collum. This one's also going back. This one's at the track. This one's at the wall. Parker Collum. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Golds are coming straight back in it. 7-10. I must apologize to my neighbors. Give me a second. I just apologized to my neighbors. I don't know how thick these walls are. But that was probably the most hype. That was one of the most hype moments in rBBL history, if you ask me. Aside from a couple of nights ago, of course. Olga Tollefson will be safe on first. The Expos are done hitting in the bottom half of the third. Fernando Diaz is back on the mound. Kenny Powers up now for the goal. That one's a pop-up. This should be an easy double play. Olga Tollefson is way past the halfway line, and that's another double play against the Golds, which means he's got to pitch pretty perfectly. Otherwise, if he lets someone on, it's probably another power-up time. Well, Betty Houston, not too quick. Kenny Powers should easily throw her out. There is a walk to one of their players. It looks like Kenny Powers. Both players are now hitting. Oh my gosh, that is the absolute opposite of what they're doing. Both players are now pitching. There we go. Kenny Kawaguchi, 5 strikeouts so far in this game. Fernando Diaz has 3 strikeouts of his own. I know Kawaguchi had around 60-some in the regular season. Fernando Diaz had over 100. A little grounder. Looks like the goals will be the first ones up in the bottom of the 5th. Leading things off will be Kenny Kawaguchi. If you're wondering if any of these guys won awards, why, yes, they did. Ooh, Futterman. Libby Futterman, AI Libby Futterman hits one straight to Ingrid Dahlman. And now the Expos are up. Kawaguchi's going to pop that one up. Everyone should be able to run to it easily. And now Murray Goldman's up. No one on. There's really not a good reason to use the screaming line drive. Fernando Diaz also not really doing too much. Ooh, Murray Goldman hits one into center field and is able to knock Derek Jeter on the head there. And we got a runner on first for Libby Futterman, who, with a player as slow as Murray Goldman, might have to swing for the fences here. Tina Herrera is going to reach base safely. This one's down the right field line. It's going to hook foul, but it is very close to a home run for Libby Futterman. Back to what I was saying. Parker Collum won the Skyway League MVP award, while Fernando Diaz won the Metro League Ace Wilson. Out at... Oh my goodness, we got a little collision over there in middle infield. And what could have been a double play turns into 2 runners on for Barry Larkin. Almost a double play on the Expos side as well. Ingrid Dahlman's up, though. That's a good hit by Barry Larkin into left field. Dahlman should be able to get it. Murray Goldman. Ooh, it goes past Murray Goldman. It goes past the second baseman, who I think is Tina Herrera. My goodness, that is a bad throw by Mo Vaughn. Murray Goldman's going to go all the way from second. He's going to home. He's tagged out at home. Oh, my goodness. What a crazy play. That is a perfectly calculated throw. And the Johto Golds are done here in the 5th inning. And the Expos might be done here as well. And they will be. Matt 95, once again, still in the driver's seat, though not necessarily nearly as safe as he was a few innings earlier. Chargeider, however, has to pitch perfectly to keep this game going. Because if he lets someone on base, like the dangerous Ty Cobb right here, they could use a power-up and score another run. There he goes, Ty Cobb. And that's exactly what they didn't want to happen right there. A stolen base opportunity. And it is unsuccessful for the catcher to throw him out. Tollefson, 1-2. Ingrid Dahlman. Oh boy. Chargeider continuing to pitch right where they are. That looks like a screaming liner. Yep. And off of Olga Tollefson's glove. Good stop by Tollefson. At the very least, Cobb should be able to... No, he's going home. The throw home. Goldman's got him. Throw to third. It goes past Kawaguchi. but no one's running. Woo! A close one. A little bit of a defensive mishap over on the Expos side as well. But they're still in the 5th. That one's another slow ball. That's a strike. A perfectly placed strike. Kenny Kawaguchi. We're going to go for a hook this time. That one's a little bit of a blooper. Should be an out at second, but the runners are still at the corners on Matt's side of the game. That's a risk. A crazy pitch is not that hard to hit. He's got juice, too. Taking a real risk here. That might be... No, that is another ball. He's got juice. He's got to use that. Put that down the middle. Like, they could still swing and miss. Bit of trouble now. Bit of trouble. It's not the worst thing if he walks him, but swing and a miss. Strike 3. Derek Jeter is gone. Down on strikes. Meanwhile, Matt and company is back up to bat. And Jeter, who just struck out on the other side, is now up on this side. That's an easy pitch for him to hit. That one's going to left field. Off of the glove of Kenny Powers once again, who is just tall enough to get that. There's another slow ball pitch to Mo Vaughn. That is another screaming line drive off the top of the wall, and that's another run scored for the AI Expos. The score is now 6-10. That one's going past everyone. Derek Jeter is going to easily score from there. Mo Vaughn is going to rest peacefully on second base, and now the score is 11-5. Excuse me. That's a ground ball. Good stop by Kenny. Throw to first. Not in time. Oh, dear. We got a little bit of a runner going on. Kristen Sullivan will be safe on first. Kristen Sullivan, meanwhile, will be safe on first. The Gold's in the doghouse. That's a grounder. Foul. Backwards. That's a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Chipper Jones swinging at... What in the heck is he swinging at? Betty Houston with 2 on. No power-ups. The Gold should still have their... Gold still should have their screaming line drive. And they do. But Grace Tipton is up. We don't want Grace Tipton to use one with nobody on. That's a good defensive shift. However... Grace Tipton is fast enough. She will reach first safely. Marcellus Marks, who had that grand slam earlier today. He wants some more. That one's deep. Forget about that one. A 2-run shot from Marcellus Marks, his second of the day. And it's 7-11. Not sponsored. Parker Collum now. Betty Houston up, though. That's a grounder, a hard grounder into the ground. That one's a little bit of a blooper. Ty Cobb, it's off of Ty Cobb's feet, and Parker Collum will be safe on first, but the bases are loaded on the Expos side for Chipper Jones. Here comes Olga Tollefson. That is outside for ball 1. Cannot afford too many pop-ups here. That's off of the feet of Parker Collum. Betty Houston's out at second, but another run has scored. Mo Vaughn has scored from third. And now there's runners at the corners for the Expos. Parker Collum has successfully stolen second. And Olga Tollefson, really all that she needs to do is ground one where they aren't. And she could be on safe as well. Fernando Diaz can hit the ball really wherever he wants, and as long as it's not a pop-up, it should still be a good hit. As a line drive over to Marcellus Marks, who does not throw out Fernando Diaz. In fact, Fernando Diaz is going to throw, wow, that's a lot of words for me to say right now. Maybe I shouldn't do this for a living. I'm not doing this for a living right now either. A run scores, and it's 13-7. Meanwhile, there's 2 on for Kenny Powers, who Ooh, a double play. A double play by the AI Golds. And now the Expos are in trouble. It's now the top half of the 6 for the player Expos. Still the bottom half of the inning for the AI Golds. That is a high ball, too. You could probably afford a walk here for Kenny Kawaguchi to use a screaming liner. Probably. That one's deep. Kenny Powers, way out of here. 10-13. Fantastic drive by Kenny Powers, who was due this game. That brings up Kenny Kawaguchi. Fernando Diaz catches an easy pop-up from Barry Larkin. And the Kenny Powers, who just hit a 3-run home run on the Gold side, is now up. That should be an easy play for Ty Cobb. That's 1 out. Murray Goldman. Up for the Golds. Kenny Powers up for the AI Golds, who's going to ground one over to Mo Vaughn, who drops it but picks it back up and steps on first base. The threat of a power-up is non-existent, possibly. A diving play by the third baseman to throw to first. Murray Goldman is safe. Now Parker Collum is up on the AI side for the Golds. Libby Futterman is up for the Golds on this side. Futterman grounds it. Foul. Other good outside hook by Diaz. Just a little too outside. 2-2 count with 2 outs. That's a grounder. Murray Goldman should be able to reach Bates safely. He will. And the Golds, regardless of whether or not Murray Goldman is safe or not, are down to their last out. Meanwhile, Parker Collum is being walked over there. He has not used the screaming line drive. That's the thing. I think they just used the... Yes, they did. They just used the crazy bunt on the other side. Barry Larkin should be able to reach Bates safely there. Yes, that is a crazy bunt from the AI Golds. And Grace Tipton has a good chance to use a screaming line drive here in the bottom half of the 6th. Down to their last out. This is the best chance they have to score more runs here. There it is. The screaming line drive into deep. Then everyone is shifted in. Murray Goldman is going to score. Barry Larkin is going to stay at third. And it is 11-13 now. A dropped ball is going to put Grace over on second base for Marcellus Marks. The Expos are back up. I'm going to keep it on Matt because he's down on his last out, but he is taking a few breathers here. And why wouldn't you? This is a very big moment right here. Chipper Jones. The best pitch he has is his fastball, which is a 73. Taking a little bit of time to think. Ty Cobb is the leadoff batter for the Expos. A blooper, which will be, once again, bonked by Barry Larkin over there at short. So, regardless of what happens, the Expos still have some insurance runs to make if they make them. Fact of the matter, he might be waiting for the Expos to finish it. No, he's going to go for it. Marcellus Marks with 2 home runs already today. The pitch from Chipper is low, ball 1. Dahlman fouls this one off to the left. That fastball is the number one thing you should be looking for right now. That's a shot in the left. That one's going back. It's at the track, at the wall, gone! Tie ball game! Unbelievable! Marcellus Marks with a 3-home run game. The score is now they have the lead now, 14-13. They have the lead now, 14-13. The Expos cannot score. Parker Collum with a shot. Back-to-back checks twice in a row. 15-13. The Golds have absolutely shocked the world. But the Expos are not done yet. They are not done yet. Move on with a shot foul. Down to their last out, the Golds have come back and charged straight into the lead. But move on. There it is. Deep drive. Move on. It's deep. It's back. It is caught by Olga Tollefson in center field. 2 outs for the Expos. Absolutely insane. The Expos have to hit one deep as well. Who's up? It's Kristen Sullivan. Kenny Powers is up for the Golds. That's an outside pitch. It is a ball. I almost said it was foul. That would have been goofy. Olga Tollefson steals the base and gets into scoring position. Kristen Sullivan, here's the pitch. That one's foul. 1-1. She's looking to advance the runner. She's going to try and do that. The ground ball. It's straight to Libby Futterman. The Johto Golds. What a freaking game. Absolutely incredible. That is a full count on Kenny Powers, who's going to foul that one again. That's a shot by Parker. No, that is Kenny Powers. That's it. Absolutely incredible. There it is. That's your final score. I think we can say 100%, we can say for certain that Chargeider and the Johto Golds have earned their victory tonight. Absolutely insane. I want to make sure is Chargeider talking? Yes. Okay. Well, Matt's not available. Oops. That's fine. Chargeider, congratulations. Marcellus Marks is the hero. How are you feeling, buddy? Oh my gosh. That was the craziest baseball I've ever seen, honestly. Oh yeah. It was fantastic. Marcellus Marks with 3 home runs, that practically walk-off home run in the bottom half of the 6th, down to your last out. I saw you pause the game. I could see you. I could see your mental state. You were like, the absolute mental fortitude you had to have in that particular. This is the stuff you dream of, honestly. I know it's a silly kids game, but like moments like this is absolutely crazy.
These are the make it break it situations that kind of separate people. I think Matt and I both brought it. I was going through a lot of mental math, figuring out when I wanted to do my uh, different like power up swings and how I wanted to get people on bases. I just got lucky in the end that I was able to squeak it out with Marcellus in the very last out in the inning.
No, that was fantastic. Really, I'm just going to ask you the questions I asked Matt 2 days ago when we thought he was going to win this whole thing, which was going into the playoffs. Was there any big challenge aside from what was your biggest challenge going into the playoffs? Like, you were the 5 seed, so like obviously that extra game series had to have been a problem. But you know, what exactly? Go us through that. Go us through your mindset throughout that entire playoff series, if you could.
So I was pretty confident in how I would play in the playoffs just because I knew that I had the offense that could score. Uh, the first series was against Pickle at Sandy. I kind of thought if I could get game one at Sandy, I'd be fine. I think I got 7 there, which was enough. The first game we had played there, Pickle creamed me on it. So I had a good one there. And then like when I'm at Parks, I'm not scared when I have Parker, Marcellus, Kenny Powers, and all that. So I won there too. After that, I had Route 66, who was the 1 seed, but I was the only team to beat them all season. And I think I dropped. It was in the 20s, game 1. After that, I was very high in confidence, and then I played HM honorable mention after that, I believe. I forget if it was 2 games or 3 games, but it was a very that was a close series. I think it went 3 games. Yeah, it went 3 games. That one scared me. He's a great team, very defensive team.
Yeah.
And then Matt's team is just stacked. I was a little scared because of no bounces. Both our fields have are bouncy fields, so grounders usually work pretty well. But surprisingly, it seems like my defense held up, even though I'm gonna be honest, a pretty garbage defensive team.
I saw the Barry Larkin drop a lot. I was like, oh boy, I'm a little worried for this guy.
Yeah, Barry Larkin has been. So it's funny because Matt and I were involved in the trade that I got rid of Jeter, and he got Jeter, and then he also got Cobb, and Jeter wasn't performing super well for me. Barry essentially what it has been like the I don't want to like the great value Derek Jeter, and in turn I got to upgrade Ty Cobb into Marcellus Marks, which he's either hitting 5 singles or he's hitting 5 home runs in a game. And luckily this game he decided to start hitting home runs again.
Yeah, normally Parker Collum is the MVP. By the way, Parker Collum is the home run hitter for this squad, and that not to say that he didn't have any. He definitely did. Both of them being back-to-back jacks, but Marcellus, I almost had Marcellus at the beginning of the year. I was like, no, that RP is way too high. I simply can't have that. But clearly, you have shown us the benefits of having a player with the batting with the offensive power of Marcellus Mars. Hines has been telling us for years, I'm sure.
Yeah, RP. This is my first season with rBBL, so I was trying to figure all that out. The beginning of the season, I had a very untraditional, like kind of pitching lineup. I had Parker Collum actually starting pitching for my AI side.
Oh yeah.
But once I traded for Marcellus and Barry, I had to change it up just because of how all the RP was working. So I think I have Olga starting, and then it goes Grace. And then because Kenny Powers is so good at pitching, I believe he goes in after that. And my goal, if someone can drop 15 on me, good for them. Typically in the regular season, that wasn't really happening. Once you get to someone like Matt, though, I thought he was going to drop like 30 on my team. I'm not going to lie.
He had been dropping 30 consistently throughout the regular season and a couple times during the playoffs. I was surprised he wasn't one of the top seeds.
Yeah, he had like one of the best like beginning of the season's runs that you could have. He was undefeated. He made the trade. Everyone thought his team was super cracked. I think he just had to get used to the team because he started dropping some games in the second half, but then he gets to the playoffs. I think game one he dropped like 30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, he's back. Like it's Matt. He showed it in the first half of the season. The second half was a fluke.
Oh yeah, Matt's obviously big shout outs to Matt. I don't think he's in. Yes, he is in this call. That's good. Big shout out to Matt. Obviously, it sucks that it ended the way that it did. That promise would have happened to anyone. I guarantee you that would have happened to me, honestly. And I know that's the baseball play to make, but it's just
Yeah.
the unfortuosity of the AI being stupid in this game. That's just not the way we play it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but of course, but of course, again, big congratulations. What are the Golds coming back? You're obviously coming back for 2001 league because both you and Matt, because you guys made the championship, you're basically guaranteed a spot in the 01 league next season. Are the Golds coming back? Are you gonna do a different Pokemon? What's going on?
I've been thinking about it. I don't have an answer right now. I'll be honest. What I wanted to do originally was like, uh, I have a Johto hat, and it's
Ooh.
for the bug catching contest, and I was going to be like the bug catchers. So
Mhm.
that was what I was originally going to do. But then Pickle and I had the idea to do like rival teams because we're kind of like rivals in the game.
Yeah.
So I might switch to that, but now that I won this, I kind of want to bring him back. I'm not gonna lie. I also am probably gonna reach for Parker Column.
Oh
Just
yeah.
just a heads up to everyone to know what.
Watch out. Yeah, I mean, it only makes sense for your team to be the Johto Golds because I know Silver is the sister game of that franchise, but that just wouldn't have the same ring to it. Plus, it'd be hilarious if the Silver team
Yeah,
won the championship. Look at that. There it is, right there.
I got that. That's for my sister. I had a desk mat somewhere. There it is.
Yeah,
You saw
yeah.
me throw this
Yeah,
up during the
you should throw
game.
that up for the yeah, there it is. That is
I got it for Christmas
fantastic.
for my sister.
Nice. Fantastic. Well, do you have any last words you want to say to your adoring fans in Twitch and here in the Discord as well?
I don't. I wish I did. I didn't think that this was going to be enough, so I was just hoping it would be a great match between us, and it sounds like it was. I wish I could have seen Matt's perspective, but I'm gonna watch your stream tonight after this just to check out what was going on, see how you were reacting,
Yeah.
see my reactions to all my hits.
Apparently my mic cut out with I think right after the Parker Column the second Parker Column home run
Oh god.
because I was like adjusting my mic, and this damn thing is it's a touch thing. It's not a button thing, so it's just
Yep.
really easy to, to turn off on accident. But hopefully all the calls should still be there.
Oh yeah.
Heck yes. Well, that'll do it for us here at the Backyard Sports Center. Char Guider, once again, congratulations. Good luck to you. Have a fantastic off season. For all of us here at the Backyard Sports Center, this is Alex7456 signing off.